it's Nicole from Nicole Loves Nails. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little different, a little exciting. This is my first video with my face in it. Today's video is for the newest collection by Bee's Knees Lacquer. This is their Haunting of Bly Manor release. This is a 9-piece collection inspired by the Netflix show that goes by the same name. This entire collection is for everyone who loves shimmers, like me. So 7 of these polishes are all shimmers. One of those 7 is a unicorn pea. We also have a red to black multi-chrome, which is very exciting because you guys know I love those. And then there is also a flaky topper. This release will be available on February 26th at noon Eastern Time. It will be open on a pre-order basis until March 1st at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. I have noticed that this brand will do an overpour sale a few weeks after the release, but those go super fast. So if any of these strike your fancy, you definitely want to jump in there on the pre-order. I will have all of the sale information in the description box, and let's just get into these swatches because this collection, spoiler, is really amazing. The first polish is called Burn Away the Shadows, and it's described as a peachy pink with glowy orange to gold shimmer. This will be $11. So I will say now, all of the polishes in this release have fantastic formulas. I didn't have any application issues with any of these. So this is going to be very repetitive because everything was great. This polish felt just slightly thicker than the other polishes in the release. However, that extra thickness did make this very opaque. I used 2 coats for my live swatch as well as my swatch photos. The shimmer is very beautiful and pairs really nicely with the base. This is a very smooth shimmer, so you do get just a teeny bit of brush strokes when the polish is dry, but it doesn't detract from the polish at all. It's really stunning. Next up is Dead Doesn't Mean Gone. This is described as a deep purple tinted gray full of unicorn pea, which is a red to gold to green shifting shimmer. This will be $14. As I said in the intro, unicorn pea shimmer is like one of my favorite shimmers in the whole world, and I just love this one. Sarah did not skimp on the unicorn pea for this polish, so this is packed with unicorn pea. This one does need to be built up, especially in comparison to the last polish. This is more jelly leaning than crelly leaning than the previous polish, but 3 coats, you get great coverage. I think shorter nails might be able to get away with 2 coats, but I think the 3rd coat does add more of the shimmer, and I think whenever you can have more unicorn pea, the answer is have more unicorn pea. I'm trying to show these under different types of lighting, so this one you can see under in the natural light next to my window, and now we're seeing the unicorn pea underneath of my filming lighting where you can see the shimmer colors more. You will see the red to gold to green as you're moving throughout the house and different lightings. You don't need bright lighting to get the different shimmer effects for these. I prefer this one glossy, but here it is matte. Next up is Faded Away. This is described as a burgundy with brilliant emerald to blue shimmer. This will be $11. Faded Away felt a bit more jelly-like, similar to the previous polish. So this one does need to get built up. And I found that the shimmer is more, it's not quite as smooth as some of the other shimmers in this release. And so the brush strokes, you see them when the polish is wet, but like they, just about all of them disperse as the polish dries. Like you'll really have to search for the lines once it's dry. This is a very color shifty shimmer. I was seeing both the emerald as well as the blue in person. The shimmer paired with the base color is really interesting. The base seems to be a warm reddish color and the shimmer is very cool. And the two put together just make for a really interesting look on the nail. For some reason, this polish reminded me a lot of Bat from the What We Do in the Shadows collection from last month. But side by side, they're not really similar. I guess the green shimmer is similar, but the base colors are totally different. And I feel like the shimmer in this one is more color shifty. Next up, we have Gravity Well. This is described as a black to red multichrome with a scattering of gold flakes. This will be $13. I kind of spoiled it. This was one of my favorite ones. The Gravity Well also had a great formula. It wasn't too thick or too thin. It was also very opaque. I ended up only needing 2 coats to get full opacity with this. And I also found that the gold flakes give this an almost metallic look on the nail, more so than your usual black to red multichrome. This, I just love, I just love this multichrome pigment. Like, I don't know why I love it so much, but it's just, literally just, it's my favorite thing right now. I just love it. The flakies don't dry down textured at all, and removal is your typical flaky removal. Next up is a polish called It's You, It's Me, It's Us. This is described as a dove gray polish with glowy green to blue shimmer. It's priced at $11. This has another great formula. The shimmer in this is so strong that you barely even can see that it's in a gray base. Like, you just see the green to blue shimmer. In person, I was seeing both the green to blue shimmer, and it just looked absolutely fantastic. For some strange reason, my brain keeps telling me that this is like a foggy seafoam color. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like how I'm describing it in my head is foggy seafoam. It's really interesting. You will have to search for any brush strokes through the shimmer. I feel like my camera picked them up in the swatch photos, but in person I wasn't really seeing them. But this was absolutely fantastic. This will be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your polishing style. I had a few nails that were good in 2 coats and a few that needed that extra 3rd coat, but absolutely gorgeous. Next up is Perfectly Splendid. This is described as a greige with glowy pink to orange shimmer. It's priced at $11. Like the previous polish, the shimmer in this is so strong that you barely can see the base color on the nail. You're seeing a pinky, orangey, peachy type color. This is one of the smoother shimmers in the collection. You might be able to see just a hint of brush strokes through the shimmer, but they're very, like, you really have to search for them. Like, you're not going to see them just looking at your hands. I found that the shimmer in this was so vibrant that even, like, it looks bam vibrant in my swatch photos, I feel like I still didn't quite capture just how vibrant it is in person. So I actually went outside, and there's my cat. I also brought this outside just to kind of get more lighting for it because it's just extremely, extremely vibrant. This will be a 2 to 3 coater depending on your nail length. I did 3 coats and it was perfectly opaque. I did have some visible nail line on my extension nail, but again, it's because it's clear. I don't think anyone is going to have VNL with this one. Just really, really beautiful. And next up we have Storytime. This is described as a pale mustard with glowy aqua to purple shimmer. It's priced at $11. Storytime had a great formula, not too thick or too thin. This is the sheerest polish in the collection, but you know, it's a yellow, so they tend to be on the sheerer side. I found that the shimmer, what I was seeing in person, I wrote down as a cyan to blue to purple. The shimmer gives this an almost greenish type look to it at times, and I think this is one of those polishes, I'm going to call it an ugly pretty polish because I thought in the bottle it was absolutely hideous, to be perfectly honest. But once I got it on the nail, I was like, okay, not too bad. This is actually one of my top picks. Like, I was genuinely surprised at how much I like this one. The shimmer is just freakishly strong, like you can see here. So this was under direct lighting. So this was right underneath of my floor lamp. And it just looked absolutely crazy. Here we're at my desk, and my desk is right underneath of a window, and this is how it looked on me for when I walked around the house. Like, it just absolutely amazing. I love this one. I think this will be a 3-coater on pretty much everyone. And yeah, just absolutely amazing. Next up, we have the Lady in the Lake. This is described as a grungy gray-green with glowy pink to orange shimmer. It's priced at $11. This is another one of the smooth shimmers in the collection. You will have to search for any brush strokes for the shimmer. I wasn't really seeing them with the naked eye, but I feel like my camera picked up some in the swatch photos. On the first coat, this was pretty sheer. I thought for sure I was going to need 3 coats for this, but I ended up only using 2 coats, and I thought it looked fantastic. I love the glowy shimmer paired with this base. I've said it before, I am a sucker for gray polishes. Like, I love them, and this one was just so beautiful. I will add that the gray base in this, it has like the green gives it an almost dirty gray kind of vibe. That sounds terrible, but I love it. It sounds weird, but I love it. This is a fantastic polish. And the final polish in this collection is called The Right Key. This is a flaky topper described as a green to blue ghost flaky topper. This will be $14. I am going to show this swatched in 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black and 1 coat over white. This had a fantastic formula, all of the flakes spread out evenly and easily. I found that I personally preferred this over darker colors. I found that over white, they just kind of get lost, I would say, in the white. Like you can, like my camera's freaking out. Sorry for that. The white balance is kind of freaked out. But I found over white, they get kind of lost. And I feel like this looks the best over darker colors. I also really like it in 3 coats on its own, but you will have visible nail line with it. The flakes do shift from a really nice green to a blue. I feel like I was also seeing a hint of purple at extreme angles. This is a great flaky topper. It doesn't feel textured or anything on the nail. I did add top coat just to make sure that it was nice and shiny, but it did dry down pretty shiny on its own. And it doesn't feel textured, and removal isn't too difficult. It's your typical flaky removal. I went a little crazy on trying to decide what color to swatch this over. So here on my swatch wheel, I swatched it over a variety of colors. I did a rainbow, and then when I found that I liked it best over like green, blue, purple, I decided to try some darker colors as well. I will have all of the colors that I use linked on my blog post for anyone who's interested. And that is it for the Haunting of Bly Manor release. Okay, I'm going to say my personal favorites. Number 1 would have to be Dead Doesn't Mean Gone. I love Unicorn Pea. I just love Unicorn Pea. I love grayish bases, and the Unicorn Pea looked really good in this base. Second favorite, no surprise, Gravity Well. Black Thread Multichrome, my name on it. Yeah, just the multichrome pigment paired with the gold flakes is just really, really beautiful. And I love this one. And I also felt that the gold flakes gave this an almost, I don't know, like a bronzy metallic look, which I really enjoyed. My third personal favorite would be the Lady in the Lake. For the same reason why I like the Unicorn Pea, I like this type of base color with shifty shimmer. I think it's just really, really beautiful. And my surprise that I liked it as much as I did would be Storytime. I don't really love the mustardy yellows. Like they're not my favorite thing in the world. But paired with this base, the shimmer paired with this base color is just really, really beautiful. I know I wouldn't have liked it without the shimmer, and I just think it's really, really beautiful. It's ugly, but it's pretty, and I kind of like it. So those would be my top favorites. Again, this releases on February 26th at noon Eastern Time. Again, all the information will be down below. Don't forget to check out my blog post for more swatch photos. It's on NicoleLovesNails.com. Link to that is also in the description. And also, since you made it this far, I would love to know what people would like to hear, would like to see on this channel. It's new. So far all I've posted were swatch videos, and I want to post more than just swatch videos, so just let me know what you would like to see. I'm also thinking about doing a Q&A, so if you have any questions for me, just leave a comment and like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And that's it. Bye!